2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. It's the Sacramento Kings facing the New York Knicks. And it's the Kings to start out. So with Ginobili on the bench, this is Rick Adelman's lineup. They've got Anthony Davis. Paul George is out there with Duncan. Then there's West. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the two-guard spot. Now here's Duncan. Shot clock at 5. Here's West. Bill Russell grabs the miss. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for New York. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
Well, you saw how dialed up they were from distance. The defense just couldn't get out to everyone.
And that explains their three-point percentage. They had more than a few players giving the defense absolute fits from range.
Good on the triple.
Well, we all know Chris Paul has a consistent three-point shot.
West against Paul. Duncan up on top. It's blocked by Shaq. And so it looks like the Kings will retain possession here. First quarter, just over a minute played. 6 on the shot clock, and Gilgeous-Alexander gets it to go.
Well, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, that three-level scoring ability, that time working the mid-range.
George against Leonard. Over George. Leonard, no luck.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
And George, here we go. Here's Davis. Shaq with some nice D.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
To the left side wing. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
West with the ball. Leonard picks him up. Paul with the steal. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Lobbed up there for O'Neal. And the shot goes in.
I couldn't tell if they tried to foul Shaq there, but didn't matter.
The pass to Davis. Gilgeous-Alexander looking around. Here's West. Count the basket. West has got his second basket.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Now here's Leonard. Paul kicks to Leonard. 5 on the clock. Over George. Goes back up. Duncan with the block.
He's the defensive anchor for this team. Duncan excels at reading shooters and then altering their shots.
And here's O'Neal. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. They trail by 1. Chalk up 2 there. Paul's got 5 points so far. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
And it's sent back by Russell.
And guys, this is where instincts come into play. So much you have to read defensively. Russell not fooled at all.
New York shooting their first free throws of the night.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from O'Neal.
Over 7 feet, big, quick, great hands. Shaq is a one-of-one type of player.
Mullins checked in for Leonard. O'Neal hits them both. Timeout is called. First of the game for Sacramento.
Good timing. They're really struggling offensively.
Sometimes it just feels like misses become contagious. He wants to settle his guys down right now.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And Gilgeous-Alexander gets it to go.
He's very long, and SGA so effective around the hoop because of that length.
Outside, Russell passes it to Baylor. No good on the shot. Excellent D that time from Jones. The Kings trailing. .157 left to play in the first quarter. Moncrief. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Yeah, and consistency is the name of the game for Moncrief. Anytime you play him, you're in for a night of all-around basketball.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. And that one misses. And he's good on the second. .152 left to play here in the first. Here's Paul, and it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Baylor. Beyond the arc. Kept alive by New York. Count that bucket. Shaq's got his second basket of the night.
The strength of O'Neal is otherworldly.
Here's Moncrief. Sacramento again missing.
And that's where you want to make the next pass. This guy is a good scorer, but the defense was right on him.
Russell passes to Baylor. Over Jones. The shot by Baylor, no good.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The Knicks shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
So both teams changing it up here. And Mullen drops them both.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Here's Thurman. He's guarded by Olajuwon. Olajuwon with the block.
Without a doubt, one of the most versatile shot blockers in the game. Olajuwon does it in the painted area as well as along the perimeter. And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Following the basket made by Bill Russell. Ginobili gets a wide open look. That's good, and so Duncan with the assist.
Love a big man who can pass. Great instincts. Duncan finds the open man there for the bucket.
Here's Kuzi. Pass to Olajuwon. Count that one.
And that's just too deep. Olajuwon with way too many moves in there, almost automatic.
The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Knicks lead by 4. And we'll be back in... And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And when you consider how the Knicks are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Total intimidation that first period. That is what has helped power them to this early lead.
So with Duncan sitting on the bench, this is Rick Adelman's lineup. Ginobili out there with West. And there's Davis. Then it's George. And it's Shays in at the power forwards position. West, that's good.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Outside Leonard. He dishes it to Olajuwon. Over Davis. Olajuwon can't hit.
And smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
Well, he sees the play developing, takes care of his responsibility. Just terrific job defensively.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on George.
Kawhi is known as a low-key guy, but don't let that fool you. He's as competitively tough as they come.
Good on the second free throw. Now West. He has 6. Kicks it to Ginobili. Down low, Davis. That falls. Nice feed that time for Manu Ginobili. Davis has got his first points in this one.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Here's Leonard. O'Neal controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Ginobili with the 3. This ball grabs the miss. And it's Paul with the ball for the New York Knicks. Outside O'Neal. Back to Paul. The pass to Leonard. Over Ginobili. And it's Leonard missing.
Boy, he's definitely covered well there. And hey, we know he can knock down the fadeaway shot. Just didn't fall there.
Ginobili against Leonard. George with the bounce pass. And the basket by Shays. Shays has got the lead up to 2 now for Sacramento.
Paul George is always about making the right play. What a pretty pass.
Nobody near Leonard. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Here's Ginobili. Back to George. The 19-foot shot. Almost, but it rolls out. George has gone 1 of 3 on the night. Shoots from 12. The shot's good from Mullen. Now it's a 3-point Knicks lead.
And love watching Mullen shoot the ball. A terrific scorer, especially from the mid-range.
West passes to Shea. Paul against West. Clock at 6. Here's Shea's. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Boy, I don't think he'll get a screen assist for that pick, but they get the points, and that's all that matters.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Baylor, he's checked in for Leonard. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Paul kicks to Baylor. Olajuwon trying to break free. And there's Baylor. That's good on the assist by Paul. Paul's got 3 assists tonight. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. .152 left in the first half of the game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Baylor. And Jones sends it back. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here.
Timeout, timeout.
And the Knicks making a change here. And so New York calls timeout. They're first.
For viewers, timeout's a chance to check your phone, grab a drink, but for the teams, it's all about business.
Well, there's something that the coach doesn't like. I'm curious to see which kind of adjustment he makes here.
Kings on D, trailing by 2. Here's Shea's. He's guarded by Russell. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Shea's. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Tight defense on him. Can't cash in from close range. Paul. And it's Moncrief with the rebound.
And one thing I liked in the first quarter was their aggressiveness to draw the contact, putting the defense on the defensive.
Duncan, he's checked in for Sacramento. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. The dish to Moncrief. Launches a 3. And it's Russell with the rebound. Passes to Baylor. He kicks it to Paul. With a floater. And no good. Some solid defense from Moncrief.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
Baylor with the ball. Jones covering. Olajuwon's shot is good. Olajuwon's got his second basket of the night.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Trying to end the drought. The shot, no good. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K. For the Knicks, the first quarter was pretty even. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the period. Scoring-wise, they broke even in the second, so little ground was lost there. Taking a look at the Knicks, Kenny, what'd you think?
I like what they've done on the glass. Boxing out,
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks
Goodbye,
for
folks.
joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Really an incredible game from Shaquille O'Neal.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Well, you can see why they would continue to play through him. He was tough to stop, super assertive down low, just great work.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. They've got Chris Paul. Olajuwon is out there with O'Neal. Then it's Baylor. And it's Leonard in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 for New York right now. Davis, the pass to Shaves. Duncan against Olajuwon. 4 on the shot clock. From 12 feet out. Misses off the right iron.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Paul outside. Lobbed up there for O'Neal. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And how about the force with which the Diesel plays Shaq on attack?
Here's George. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Kings shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. Free throw good, Paul George.
Boy, Paul George continues to prove himself an elite offensive threat.
And New York making a change here. Russell's checked in, and a change for Sacramento. West is checked in. Baylor gets the bucket.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. It's George on the wing. Floats it up for Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
And I tell you, the Brow, he might be the best player in our league. With that reach, you just throw it up around the rim, and he's bringing it home.
Paul George with the steal. Baylor against Gilgeous-Alexander. No good there with the step-back J.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Paul dishes to Baylor. Back to Paul. Outside Leonard. Over George. And it's Leonard missing.
Boy, he cannot get anything to fall, but the teammates, boy, have they delivered.
Outside Davis. It's George on the wing. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's feed. George has got 5.
Oh, my goodness. Paul George under duress of exceptional defense. No problem.
And it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound. Dishes to Duncan. West passes to Duncan. Back to West. Over Russell. No good from West.
Fantastic positioning there to contest that one.
And this is what the really good defensive players do. They anticipate, and they're rarely fooled.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
New York shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. The free throw drops for Leonard. A big group substitution here for Sacramento. That one falls, so he hits both of them. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. It's Moncrief on the wing. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Yeah, easy call.
The Kings have made 3 of 5 free throw attempts. The first free throw is good. Good on both. New York calls timeout. Here's Kuzi. Still scoreless. Pass to Russell. Knocks it loose. The pass to Leonard. Scotty Barnes, he's checked in for George. .157 left in the third quarter. The putback. Ball's knocked loose. The Kings trail by 3. Here's a chance now to check out the New York Knicks' upcoming schedule. On Monday, they'll tip off a road trip in Charlotte where they'll take on the Hornets. And then on Wednesday, they'll face off against Ben Simmons and the Brooklyn Nets.
You know, some might look ahead at the schedule and start marking off how many wins they'll wind up with, but I think that's a trap. You can't take any nights off in the NBA, and you've got to stay in the moment.
Passes it to Thurman. Back to Moncrief. Barnes outside. Just 5 to shoot. Kept alive. Thurin's shot is off.
And you know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same. Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
There's 48 seconds left to play in the third. Barnes looking around. Knocked away. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Russell. Olajuwon's checked in for the Knicks. And a change for the Kings. Petrovic is checked in for Barnes. Shot clock at 2. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You talk about a tough cover. Petrovic just keeps himself in excellent condition and knows how to change pace there to draw fouls.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second despite being down.
Here's Kuzi. Moncrief defending. Olajuwon, no luck.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Jones, no luck. Outside Mullen. Kuzi passes to Olajuwon. No good. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Knicks lead by 5. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And a look at the 5 for the Kings to start the fourth. Paul George is out there with Duncan. Then there's Petrovic. Then there's Davis. And it's West in at the point. Paul passes to Mullen. Paul against West. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Duncan. Here's Petrovic. Knocked loose. Now here's Paul. Outside Baylor. Paul outside. Kicks it to Mullen. From outside the arc. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Mullen's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Knicks. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Knicks.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
And also, guys, the tenacity they've shown on the defensive end has been something else. Look at how many blocks they've tallied thus far.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Here's Duncan. Out to West. Over Paul. It's hauled in by Bill Russell. Russell's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Baylor dishes to Mullen. They get it again. Russell draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Shaq is checked in for Elijah Wan. And the Kings also making a change. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for Petrovic. Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, guys. During that last break, I heard what Rick Adelman was telling his team. He was disappointed in the shot selection. He told them, stay patient, run the offense, make the extra pass. We don't have to make up the deficit all at once. We'll see if they start shooting a little better. Kevin?
Okay, David, much appreciated.
I mean, that's what I'd call the prototype. When you talk about catching and shooting, West squares those shoulders, elbow in perfect alignment. Money.
Paul kicks to Shaq. Right side, Mullen. Pass to Baylor. Shot clock at 6. And it's good for 2.
And you gotta like how Mullen looks for his open teammates, always trying to make guys better.
Mullen against George. Lob pass to George. It's blocked. And he's able to get it back. Mullen against George. Deft touch on the alley-oop. And now a 12-point New York lead.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
I gotta say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. Feeds it to Davis. Shoots over O'Neal. It's blocked by Shaq.
And the aggressiveness on display here from O'Neal. Terrific at turning shots away with that size and length. And that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. West passes to Davis. He doesn't hit that one. O'Neal with the defensive effort. And here are the Knicks. They're on a 14-5 run. Outside Mullen. No good from outside. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Kings. It's a 14-point game. Here's Duncan. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
And how about the timing from Duncan on the glass, getting there to collect that offensive rebound and the putback.
To the inside, O'Neal. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got his 8th assist in the game.
And you can see he just has a great overall feel for this game. Excellent job tonight.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Shaq.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots. And you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he had.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. Ball looking over the floor. Fades away. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's West. Some solid D from Paul. If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
Duncan with the block. Mullen against Moncrief. The rebound by Mullen. And here are the Knicks. They're on a 16-7 run. Looking to end his cold spell. Tim Duncan with the rebound.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
Got a piece of it. And he recovers it. The shot's good. We've got 28 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Lobbed up there for O'Neal. It's stolen by Davis. And here's West from the arc. The offensive rebound. And it's sent back by O'Neal. Outside Baylor. So no problem for New York as they get the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you exciting NBA action. This is Brian Anderson, joined courtside by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter tonight, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors and the Chicago Bulls. Now the starting group for the visitors. And there's the lob. Robinson with a steal. Pass to Stockton. Adebayo grabs the board. Here's Havlicek. Here's Harrison. Poke loose. Here's Pippen. Smith with the rebound. Here's Havlicek. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Price does such a good job. Always seems to find the open man. This is a guy who loves to share the basketball.
There's the drive. Here's Stockton. Denied by Adebayo. Here's Havlicek. Check by James. Some solid defense from James.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed.
Tries again, and he lays it up and in.
Took a little time, but they get one to go. Maybe they're warmed up now.
First quarter, just over a minute and a half in. And he'll take a trip to the line for two. Clearly got fouled on that shot.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And so he hits both. Here's Stockton. Pass to Pippen. Robinson on the wing. Adebayo with a steal. Here's Havlicek. Check by James. Right wing. It's blocked.
Good to see Malone working hard on the defensive end. His team appreciates that type of effort.
Good.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Here's Harrison. Pass to Smith. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Robinson. Chicago with the ball. James with the ball. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. James has got 6.
You think LeBron is bothered by that contact? Absolutely not. No way.
Here's Price. And he lobs it up. Shot clock at 6. Robinson with the block. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Robinson.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. Price can't get it to go. And James has got the ball here for the Chicago Bulls. And he lays it up and in. Give him 8 points now.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Here's Harrison. Pass to Price. Shot clock at 5. Here's Adebayo. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. Chicago leading. James passes to Stockton. Price pulls it in.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
Smith no good.
He did everything in his power to make that a hard shot.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
They haven't looked like themselves the last few possessions.
They haven't. This is when they really need to be patient and get a clean look.
Pass to Havlicek. To the left side wing. Here's Billups. Fires for 3. Gasol grabs the board.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
There's 1:26 left in the first quarter here. Here's Stockton. It's deflected.
He is 0 for his last however many this quarter, guys. Might need to get him out and let him settle down a bit here.
Adebayo passes to Reed. Oh, nice shot by Havlicek. Havlicek's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Just a relentless machine. Never seems to fatigue. Havlicek, once he gets loose inside, it's tough to keep him from hurting.
And the basket by Nash.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Havlicek. Money on the 19-footer. Havlicek's got 6.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
Nash passes to Stockton. Here's Houston. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet.
What a menacing swat by Bam, letting them know there are no easy shots when he's around.
He misses the free throw. The Bulls making a switch here. Good on the second one. "27 seconds left to play in the first. Pass to Billups. Outside Jones. Tries it from 19. Billups' shot is off.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's the Chicago Bulls leading by 6 as we... If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. And guys, what's your take on the Bulls so far?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
Pass to Pippen. Buries it from 3.
Scottie Pippen, a dependable shooter from here now. Like how he gets his feet set first. That's fundamental, but essential.
Here's Harrison. Outside Jones. Here's Reed. Here's Billups. 6 to shoot. And there's the rejection. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Brian, durability is a focus for Ja Morant. He said, quote, "The number one thing is being available, working on my body to get stronger, and on the court being way more consistent with my shooting so I don't have to go back to the rack, absorb all that contact, and hit the floor every single time." Brian?
Yeah, that makes sense. Thank you, Allie.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
Here's Stockton. To the inside. Eden. Adebayo grabs the board. We're about a minute and a half into this second quarter. Pass to Billups. Beyond the arc. Rebound by the Bulls. Here's Thomas. Lays it up and banks it in.
Stockton loves finding the open teammate. Does it again here.
Timeout, timeout.
The Bulls making a switch here. Robinson's checked in. Pass to Harrison. Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Shoots a fadeaway. Good work defensively by Robinson.
Great contest of the shot. Kind of forced him to fade back more than he'd like.
Pippen, the pass to Stockton. Pass to Malone. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Thomas. Again, the Bulls score.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Here's Harrison. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Here's Thomas. And rejected. Right side Jones. And the shot's good. Jones has got his second bucket on the night.
Though he is slight of build, Eddie Jones is extremely tough now. That's a strong move right there.
Saw his teammate with a path to the rim, and boom, lobbed it up there beautifully.
Very smooth catch and finish.
And he chose the conservative finish with the nice, easy layup, which was a good decision.
Here's Price. Still without a bucket. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
No debate there. He got hammered.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
To the paint. Here's Stockton. That has to be encouraging. Sinking one after missing his first 5.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Here's Harrison. Pass to Havlicek. Reed passes to Havlicek. Chicago grabs the miss.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Here's Stockton. Soft touch off the glass. Stockton's got 6 points.
I just love the ball movement.
Timeout.
There's just a lot of wide open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your coach nuts.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
LeBron, he's checked in for Chicago.
Hey, who's watching now?
Pass to Smith. Reed inside. He's against Gasol. Goes back up. And Gasol with the block.
Fantastic defense from Gasol there. Used his reach to get the block. And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. And it seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Here's Havlicek. He's got 6. And the baseline jumper, no good. Here's Stockton. Banked it in off the glass. Give him 8.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches. He used to say, that ain't gonna get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
It's Reed, high post. Oh, and he nails it from the high post. Reed's got his first basket.
When Reed squares up, this is where he wants to do it from. That in-between area, his sweet spot.
Here's James. There's the block. "30 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
James with a steal. Here's Houston. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Houston is a phenomenal go-to scorer. He's got a smooth stroke and a nice clip from any spot on the floor.
And he makes both free throws. Here's Havlicek. Pass to Price. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. And so it's the Chicago Bulls. They have a confident 20-point.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to Chicago holding the upper hand after the first 2 quarters. They are in blowout territory, leading by 20. Kenny, give us your take.
What a true demonstration of dominance. They made a commitment to...
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. And James has got the ball here for the Chicago Bulls. We've got LeBron James. And it's Robinson in at the center position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Pass to Malone. With his first shot attempt. And Havlicek pulls it down.
A perfect example of how to protect the rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Oh, great teamwork right there.
Hey, you got to love the finish, bringing it down with some attitude.
I tell you what, I think the pass was even better. I mean, that was room service delivery at its finest. That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Here's Harrison. Houston with a rebound. Pass to Malone. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got 4 rebounds now.
1 for 4 in the second half. Just trying to get into a rhythm.
Price gets the bucket.
This is exactly what the team counts on Price for. Finding and taking shots that he knows he can knock down.
Houston passes to Pippen. Outside Robinson. Out to the right wing. Pass to Houston. Clock at 6. He shoots. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got 5 rebounds in the game. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Brian, on any given night, you can see NBA stars put up huge point totals. Clippers coach Ty Lue said, quote, when you have those big explosive scoring nights, guys are getting to the free throw line and teams are encouraging them to take 3-point shots. So if you get hot and you make some, you can score a lot of points. Brian?
Yeah, it all adds up, doesn't it, Allie? Thanks for that. Stockton, second chance shot, and he sinks the layup. Pippen's got his second basket of the night.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
They've got a commanding lead.
It just seems like everything is going their way.
James outside. Blocked. Here's Price. And he lobs it up to the rim. Hammers the lob through.
Precision pass into the post. Well-earned assist.
Pass to Stockton. Here's Pippen. It's James on the wing. Puts it up from 17. And Chicago again with a bucket.
Just make sure you keep getting him touches. I mean, you love what he's doing at the offensive end. Don't go away from it.
Down low. Here's Adebayo. Oh, Robinson with a block. Got a piece of it. It's tipped. And they're able to recover. Malone can't get it to go. And here's the fast break. Jones in the post. Pass to Havlicek. Outside Jones. To the middle. Price gets the bucket. Price has got 6 here in the quarter.
Really good decision from Jones that time. Excellent job finding the open teammates.
Timeout called. The Bulls.
And something fans don't always get to see. Some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major or it could be just a slight tweak.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
And Stockton knows how to put pressure on the defense to the point of getting them to foul him regularly.
That one's off. He hits the second from the line. Here's Havlicek. 6 points for him. Gasol grabs the board.
Showing great intensity around the rim is part of why he's a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Adebayo, no good.
Probably not the shot they had in mind, but you can't fault him. He had a clean look.
Here's Pippen. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got rebound number 7 tonight. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy is a dangerous scorer.
Tries a 10-footer, and Reed pulls it down.
Good offense beats good defense? Not always.
Here's Price. It's hauled in by the Bulls. They led the game at one point by 20. And they call an illegal screen here.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Smith, he's checked in for Bam Adebayo. Now here's Jones. Pass to Price. That's tipped. 6 on the shot clock. Steps back and shoots. Rebounded by Pippen. Pippen's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Houston, defended by Jones. And we're going to have a jump ball. And it's the Bulls with the ball. Here's Nash. 5 points in the game. Clock at 6. Pass to Pippen from the arc. And the miss. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. Bulls out in front, leading by 17. And time for a short break. Stay right there. The 4th quarter is coming up next. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. 0 chance to stop that.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Now, here is James. Pass to Robinson. And Reed pulls it down. Reed's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Billups. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Robinson. Adebayo's checked in for Reed. Here's Jones. Here's Smith. And terrific work on the offensive glass as he picks up the deuce.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
Oh, there's the alley. A little over a minute of the 4th quarter gone now. Pass to Arizon. To the wing, right side. Jones against James. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Well, defense went for the pump fake completely there. Give Jones credit. That was a crafty move.
Both good from the line that time.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
About a minute and a half into the 4th now. James inside, defended by Jones. Jones with some nice D. Here's Billups. Pass to Adebayo. Here's Billups. And play stops. So whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
Turnovers happen. It's part of the game. But kudos to him. That's his first of the night.
How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambling.
Here's Stockton. Inside. And stolen by Adebayo. In transition. On up the court. Here's Smith. Robinson with the block. And they get it back. Pass to Billups. And here's Adebayo. Check by James. Here's Harrison. The three-pointer off the mark.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Pass to Adebayo. It's stolen by James. Here's Stockton. On Monday, they'll be matching up against Steven Adams and the Houston Rockets. Then on Wednesday, they'll be playing against Devin Booker and the San Antonio Spurs.
And looking at the Wizards matchup, they'll want to come out fighting in that one. They'll be big-time underdogs, but anything can happen.
Tell you what, if you let me pick just one point guard to run my offense, man, you could not go wrong with John Stockton. He might be my first pick. He's a prototypical textbook point guard.
Pippen, he's checked in for Chicago. Here's James. Good D by Adebayo. Jones in the post. Ooh, lots of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws will follow that whistle. And Chicago called for the foul.
You know, I enjoy when Jones looks to score because it makes the defense have to adjust.
And we've seen some good free throw shooting in the second half.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they've just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game.
Here's Harrison. Pass to Price. 19-footer. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got 6 rebounds in the game. And here's James. To the inside. Malone. 2 points. That one goes.
Boy, the focus from Malone impressive. Not allowing the defense to get the better of him on these difficult finishes.
Lets it go. Kept alive. Here's Adebayo. Good work defensively by Robinson.
A perfect example of how to protect the rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Here's Harrison. .133 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Price. Shot clock at 6. Here's Harrison. Throws it up high. The rebound by Malone. Chicago leading. Here's Pippen. He shoots again. Good D by Adebayo. Malone's gone just 1 of 6 shooting so far. Harrison passed to Jones. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. Don't do anything silly. Just ride out the clock.
Yes, if they take their time and execute, the game is all theirs.
Here's Stockton. Pass to James. From 7 feet. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good.
Well, that's a good player missing from point-blank range. That's one you got to convert.
There's the 3. Price can't get it to go.
The shooter thought he had enough space, but the defender was right on him.
You know, that's a trademark of his defense. Quick to react, close down the shooter, and then affect the shot.
2-second difference between shot and game clock. Pass to Robinson. Here's Pippen. Ooh, excellent D there from Smith. It's off, so the Bulls win it. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference. Once they started to get into a groove, you never really felt like they wouldn't come out on top.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Grant Hill, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching. So long, everyone.